I'm going to cook a delicious beetroot goat's cheese and toasted seed salad. This is really kind of packed full of superfoods and a wonderful, energetic, lovely dish that you could put in your lunchbox and you could take with you to work, or you could make it as a starter for a dinner party, or you could just have it as a nice lunch at home. It's just really versatile and full of good ingredients, which Kate knows all about.
Well, what you've got here is baby spinach, which is fantastic vitamin C source. In fact, it's a bit of a myth that it's full of iron. We've also got the beetroot here, which in natural medicine cleans the blood. So that's a great thing to have.
That's what it looks like in its raw form. What I would do is just peel it and chop it down into wedge-sized pieces. So I've got some here that we've just chopped down, and you can see it's got this beautiful, deep pink colour, which is entirely natural and full of wonderful things for you. So I've got some cumin seeds, which really add to the flavour. Now I'm going to grind down the cumin seeds, and it doesn't need to be particularly finely ground, just so that you release the aroma, and I can already smell this wonderful aroma coming off them. And I'm just going to sprinkle those over the beetroot and add a little bit of salt and pepper. So a little bit of salt and pepper, and then if you wouldn't mind just putting a little bit of water in there for me.
Absolutely.
So that just helps it to steam and roast at the same time. If you put it in dry, you might find that the beetroot just starts to stick a little. A little bit of olive oil and a splash of water.
The olive oil is a great way to cook. You shouldn't cook with sort of processed vegetable oil.
So a bit of foil over the top of this, and that's going to go into the oven for about 45 minutes. It does take a little while to cook. Beetroot is one of those things that just takes its time.
And what temperature would you put that on?
About 180. Okay, so now I do understand that people live busy lives, and if you haven't got time to cook your own beetroot, there is a way to use beetroot in your diet and not have to cook it yourself, and it usually comes in something looking a bit like this. You can buy organic beetroot now that has no sugar and no vinegar added to it. And this might be a moment to get out your marigolds because of the pink finger situation.
Absolutely.
So just open it up, and I'm just going to take that out into a bowl. Whoops. Put in there. And then you have these lovely little rounds of cooked beetroot, which I'm just going to chop just into wedge shapes, exactly the same.
So that's already cooked, already done.
This is already cooked. You don't have to do anything more. You can just add this into salads.
And then you'd add your cumin seeds on top of that, would you?
You could add some cumin seeds exactly on top of this. And if you wanted to, you could just dry roast the cumin seeds in a pan just to allow the aroma to infuse. So beetroot is there. No other preparation required. I have some sunflower seeds, she says, pointing with her marigolds, some goat's cheese, some baby spinach and some rocket.
I mean, that's fantastic. To get those seeds in there is a great way of getting a bit of protein in the diet, first of all, and also getting some vitamins and minerals. So rich source of vitamin E and also essential fatty acids. Clue in the title, it's essential fatty acids, so we need them in our diet. The famous omega-6 and omega-3, these ones being omega-6. So try and get these as much as possible in the diet. Great stuff. Well done, Camilla.
Okay, so marigolds off. If you wouldn't mind passing me that white plate.
Absolutely.
And then this salad really is just an assembly job. It's one of those things that makes it look like you've made a lot more effort than you actually have. So I'm going to get some spinach onto the plate.
Where possible, do buy organic spinach because the nutrient value would probably be more.
Okay, so some rocket on there as well. And then I'm just going to add the beetroot and just scatter that around. My tip with presentation is never take too long about it and never think about it too much. So that on there. And then just wipe my hands. A little bit of goat's cheese. And again, this is optional, or if you are not following a dairy-free diet, you could use a different cheese. You could use some feta on here, would be very nice. Okay, so my sunflower seeds going over the top, and you can be quite generous with these because, as Kate said, they're full of essential fatty acids, so we really need this in our diet. And a little tiny
it's just because you like using that.
I know, I really like these machines. I think I'm going to have some of these. Right. Salt and pepper and a drizzle of olive oil. Again, we're using extra virgin cold pressed olive oil. And finally, just a little squeeze of lemon juice as a dressing, and just a little bit will be enough. There's lots of flavour in there already. And there you have it, a really delicious, nutritious, healthy, quick to prepare salad.
This is fantastic because it's got the beetroot, which is kind of dense, it's got the cheese, which is protein, and it's also got these sunflower seeds, which are protein again, which will fill us up. So it really will keep us full for a long time.
But the proof is in the eating.
I've been looking forward to this bit. Definitely.
So taste it for me, Kate.
Yeah, I'm going to taste the beetroot. Mmm.
And in combination with the goat's cheese, I think that's quite a nice... And then you get a little bit of the nuttiness from the seeds, so just a good combination. What more could you ask for?